Hello, wedding videographers. Today we're going to talk about showreels and look at one of the most creative showreels we made for our clients. Our client, TLIC Media, let us feel free in creativity for editing this video. Now, before we start editing the showreel, we're going to work on the idea. The main idea of wedding showreels is to showcase all the best moments from the weddings filmed in the previous season. Everything can be here, from drone shots to gathering of guests, to the ceremony and reception. I wanted to make a showreel similar to a cinematic teaser in structure and music. And the first thing I decided to start working with was searching for music and working with song structures. Now, of course, it is possible to find a ready-made song and use it for the video. This is a simple workflow we also offer to our clients. But in this case, I wanted to make a unique video. The uniqueness of this video will be in the showreel structure and the song's mixing. The showreel structure will consist of 3 parts: an intro, a cinematic part with speeches, and an upbeat part with bright shots from the video shoot and reception moments. Accordingly, for such a structure, I picked up 2 songs that sound in the same key and tempo of 90 BPM. For the intro, I took a small fragment from the first song and supplemented it with the sound design in Ableton Live, which I talked about in the previous video on our YouTube channel. The intro idea was to show shots of the couples along with their names under each clock stroke. To make it look dynamic, I worked with a ready-made sample, where the tempo becomes faster with each clock stroke. The sample seems pretty long for an intro, so I cut it and I added a reverb effect with the Pro R plugin automating the mix knob so that the reverb becomes more at the sample's end. To add spatial sound, I used 6 more samples: vinyl noise, sub-hits, sub-rises, vocal rise, and hits. After these samples, I insert the beginning of the first song. And most importantly, I work with the samples at the first song's tempo at 90 BPM. Let's hear what we've got. To make a seamless transition between the first and the second songs, I need to decide which parts of the songs I will use in the video. In the first cinematic style song, I wanted to use breakdown and build up, going from a quiet sound to a rising epic part of the song. Then I want to move on to the chorus of the second song. In the transition to the second song, I also added some samples, namely sub-rises, which I used earlier, hits, and sub-drop. They're all needed for a seamless transition to the second song. Let's listen to them with and without samples.
You're not a savage. You're not a savage.
We're almost done with the music. There's only a tiny nuance at this point. The client wanted the showreel beginning to be similar to Hollywood trailers, so I added a little dynamic section of the first song at the beginning. And then moved on to the titles. I didn't want to leave the titles without sound. It should always be present, along with the video sequence. So I added several samples during the appearance of the titles, including the sounds of the clock and sub-hits. I also added various design sounds during editing, which I'll describe along with the editing process. We'll now switch to creating footage. I'll show you the scenes and shots selected for this showreel beforehand. First, I set the aspect ratio to 2.35 to 1 to be closer to the cinematic style. For the intro, I used footage of the newlyweds and some moments from the wedding party, ended with a kiss shot from the ceremony, and then moved on to the titles. After the company titles, I show every couple the videographer filmed over the past year, and the couple's titles below each shot. After the introduction, the videographer asked to use their titles with text throughout the first part of the video. The first part of the video consisted of breakdown and build-up. In breakdown, I added small stories of couples that the videographer filmed and tried to consolidate each wedding into one story using the letter readings of the grooms for their brides. From different letter readings, I tried to take fragments that complement each other and not lose the context of integrity and romance. And at the same time, in parallel, I show shots of weddings from which letter readings were taken.
Today, I join my life to yours. When I met you, I knew without a doubt that the universe put us in each other's lives.
I found the most perfect person in the world to spend the rest of my life with.
You are caring, funny, enthusiastic, an amazing mother to our children, and what I love the most is your ability to understand me like nobody else.
I couldn't have asked for anyone else to take on life's challenges, just you and I.
I also added the sound of water hitting the rocks in the first few shots. In build-up of the first song, I tried to find the most creative shooting angles and those that could add epicness to our showreel. The video sequence should emphasize the epic nature of the music and complement it. I used footage with dust and luminary to add brightness and beauty to the shot with the ring. I also added a speech for this part, which can fit any of the weddings in our film and complement the video sequence.
May today be the start of a new life that brings you a love so pure and a joy so powerful it lasts a lifetime.
At the end of build-up, I added an epic kiss from the end of the ceremony using jump cut with the sounds of the hits instrument. For the chorus of the second song, I decided to use the most cheerful and dynamic shots of the wedding party, of course, using joyful screams. After the wedding party footage, I moved on to the entrance part and the dancing. In the end, it is essential to show send-off, fireworks, and romantic shots of the bride and groom when the piano appears in the song. In some moments, I added the mirror effect. The editing of such a showreel can be done avoiding the chronology. I showed you one of the options that our company has made. Now let's watch the showreel in full.
Today, I join my life to yours. When I met you, I knew without a doubt that the universe put us in each other's lives.
I found the most perfect person in the world to spend the rest of my life with.
You are caring, funny, enthusiastic, an amazing mother to our children, and what I love the most is your ability to understand me like nobody else.
I couldn't have asked for anyone else to take on life's challenges, just you and I.
May today be the start of a new life that brings you a love so pure and a joy so powerful it lasts a lifetime.
Find the link to our video about Track Club in the description. And thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.
We gon' get it done. We gon' get it done. Take no days off. We gon' get it done. Stop when we start. We gon' get it done. Start when we stop. We gon' get it done. When we start. We gon' get it done. Start when we